Right, so now that we have reached star level 5 and completed majority of the tasks in the game, it's time to just do our little finish off, and then we can say we have beaten MySims properly, because like do all the commercial sims, and yeah. So let's return to the wonderful Vincent Skullfinder to get our last task from him, and then we will progress onwards. Now, for reaching star level 5, no more commercial sims will come to town, but you get an absolutely huge number of towny sims, which I will go through in a second, because there are a lot of them. You also have the whole credit sequence, and you get the town sculpture blueprint, which when placed will boost you up a level in friendship with the sim that you gave it to. So basically, one way that you could go about kind of becoming best friends with everybody in town is by building a lot of town sculptures and giving it to them. Which would take you forever, but you could do it if you wanted to. Nothing stopping you. Right, so I will now start the long and arduous trek of going through all these star level 5 sims, because there is a huge number of them. First off, we have Summer, who Summer showed the cheerleading team that she really had it. Now that it has been both brought and served, she can settle down. She's a fun and cute sim who hates tasty, and gives you a rain cloud bed, which is interesting. Now, in MySims, she has braces, but she doesn't have them in any of the other games, bar MySims Party. But her concept art doesn't have any braces at all, which is bizarre. Then we have Brendan. Brendan loves playing games slightly more than he loves oxygen. Losing games, well, that's another story. He's a stereotypical gamer in with the air quotation marks, synonym to sarcasm. Interests are geeky and studious, and he hates spooky. He mentions a game called Super Street Brawler 920 Beta 4, which is clearly kind of a parody of Street Fighter, but there's also an element of Super Smash Bros. Brawl in there, although I'm not quite sure whether that was intentional or whether it was just going for the Street Fighter. Then we have Clayton Dander. Clayton Dander is especially good at math, but vaguely nervous. Fortunately, most of his friends are the same way. Also, it's maths, not math. Because maths is how you say it in English, because it's mathematics. It's not math. Interests are geeky and cute, and he hates spooky. It's odd that Clayton says that there's a rock blocking off the desert, because you can get rid of it at star level 3, but you can't build a house for Clayton until star level 5. So that's really odd. Then we have Renee. The day Renee got to pet a baby pig at the petting zoo, she vowed never to eat meat again, except lamb chops. Those are yummy, apparently. I don't like lamb that much, really. It's just, I don't know, something about eating lamb. Interests are cute and tasty, and she hates geeky. She's got a much bigger role in the second in MySims Kingdom, because she has an entire island to herself. Also, he doesn't have a bed, so we will go and fix that problem. Now, much like Yvette, who I will discuss in a second, Renee's name is different in the French version. It's funny because the name's French to begin with, so I guess it's kind of just the whole slightly foreign name thing. Then we have Penelope. In the morning when Penelope wakes up, the first thing she does is a little happy dance. She's just like that. She's cute and fun sim who hates studious. And she shares her interests and non-interests with Bean and Terry. Then we have Lewis. Lewis has been preparing to get into college since he was in kindergarten. What's he going to do with his life once he actually gets accepted? No one knows. He's a studious and cute sim who hates spooky. He makes a cameo in MySims Racing as an employee for Morky Corp, which is a bit odd. And of all the boys who have a female voice in MySims, Lewis is the only one who does not have a low-pitched version. Specifically, he has Violet's voice type. Then we have Billy. Ever wonder what happens when you spend all night stargazing? Ask Billy, he knows. He actually used to live in the town, but he was one of the ones who left. Interests are cute and tasty, and he hates geeky, although it's odd that he's their stargazer. Which, that's just odd. Also, best friend reward is an octopus telescope. I keep missing those out. Oh well. Then we have Yvette. If there's one thing Yvette would say about herself, well, she wouldn't. Trapped in a box? No! Because she's a mime. That's funny. Interests are studious and spooky, and hates tasty. Best friend reward is a mime karaoke machine. So even though she can't talk, she still has a karaoke machine. And if you try to give her something in a different house, or relocate her, she will actually speak. Then we have Eliza. Has the study of psychiatry caused Eliza to be obsessed with questions? How does she express this obsession? How hard did she have to train to abolish periods and exclamation points from her speech? It's a wonderful questions. Interests are studious and tasty, and she hates cute. Best friend reward is a question mark small television. Then we have Abigail. Abigail loves language. Crosswords fill her head from dawn till dusk. 4 across, stop running. Halt. Interests are studious and cute, and she hates fun. Best friend reward is a book for a bed. I kind of want that now. That would be glorious. Then we have Morcubus. Beyond time and space there is a world of black fire. From the heart of this maelstrom of horrors was born the abhorrent Morcubus, prince of monsters, a being who inhales joy and breathes out pure terror. He's actually a pretty good guy once you get to know him. Interests are spooky and tasty, and he hates cute. Now, his name was actually supposed to be Marcus, but since his parents had bad handwriting, his name became Morcubus, which you find out in MySims Kingdom. Now, in the original here, he has wild red hair, but it's changed to black. Basically, sort of, they made him look much more sinister. Basically because, he became a villain come MySims agent. He's also the only sim to give a toilet blueprint, and the only sim to change his looks in MySims Party. The blueprint is an insidious toilet. Wonderful. Then we have Kareen. What's Kareen dreaming about back there behind those big blue eyes? One thing's for sure, it's tasty. Interests are tasty and cute, and hates spooky. Best friend reward is a burger blueprint. Right. Still more to go. I might not get through all of them by the end of this part, because it's just ridiculous how many there are. And then I'm going to have to go through all the Uber Sims. Ah. Right, so we have Noelle. Noelle's goal in life is to invent and then patent the world's first doughless cookie. Interests are tasty and cute, and hates studious. Best friend reward is a pizza oven. Then we have Rob Jarrett. Rob Jarrett speaks softly and carries a big joystick. He is widely recognised as the king of the combo. Interests are geeky and spooky, and he hates cute. Best friend reward is a Spike arcade game. Throughout the game, he speaks of an MMO version of Plane vs. I, called World of Plane vs. I, which obviously reference World of Warcraft. Now, then we have Iggy. If Iggy isn't currently enjoying a snack, he's preparing to do so. A sandwich sure would hit the spot. Interests are tasty and spooky, and hates studious. Best friend reward is a Samage bathtub. He's Madame Zoe's nephew. And his beta appearance depicts him as having a different, darker skin tone and a goatee. Because goatees are awesome. Then we have Jimmy Watanabe. Fish allergies? Who cares? Jimmy is finally back in town to face his destiny as a sushi chef. Maybe. Interests are tasty and fun, and he hates studious. He's Chef Watanabe's son, and first confirmed sim to be the child of another sim. And despite being his son, he hates studious, which is his father's secondary interest. Then we have Spencer, who is a hardcore gamer. When your costume is as cool as Spencer's, wearing it for one day will not do. Interests are geeky and tasty, and hates fun. He's a paladin, so he's dressed like a knight. It's quite funny. That's pretty much it. Then we have Taylor. Did you know that Taylor has the world's most beautiful laugh? It's true, her grandpa said so himself. Interests are cute, studious, and hates spooky. Best friend rewards a lovely karaoke machine. Then we have Chaz McFreely. Extreme sports legend Chaz McFreely has done it all, but he won't rest until it's all done. To the max! Interests are fun and spooky, and he hates geeky. Best friend reward is a race car chair. There's a lot about Chaz, but I won't go into it right now. Then we have Pablo. Pablo is a nice boy who dreams of calm, clear seas when he's not helping Ginny with one of her adventures. Interests are fun and geeky, and he hates spooky. Pablo says that Captain Ginny says he's her boyfriend once you're best friends, but Captain Ginny says nothing of the sort. And it's possible that Pablo's beta was originally going to be a girl, but he's not. Then we have Bibi. Meet Bibi, the bunny princess. Even without the ears, she has a ravenous appetite for carrots. Interests are cute and geeky, and hates tasty. Best friend reward is a bunny chair. Then we have 3 more. And then we were actually done. Can I get this done in time? We have Brandy. Brandy has earned her reputation for lies and mischief. Should tell you it's undeserved, but she'd be lying. Interests are spooky and geeky, and hates cute. And then she has a spider bathtub. Then we have Blaine. Blaine has never studied any dark magic, but he likes to think of himself as a necromancer. Oh god. He's a vampire. Interests are spooky and fun, and hates tasty. Gives you a claw stove. And then we have Esma. Esma doesn't want much, just a roof over her head and complete and total subjugation of all living things. Interests are spooky and cute, and hates fun. She gives you a nailed bed. And that is it for all of the Sims. We've finished our hunt for Dolly's wonderful essences, and we need to get to building. Oh god, I've been talking for so long this part.